What's up, Discers and Diskettes? This is episode 27 of the Disc Golf Show. Happy Thanksgiving. Black Friday's almost here, but we'll get to all that stuff. As always, this show is brought to you in part by a couple show sponsors. The first being Final Nine Sports. That is our local pro shop. They have two locations, one in Orangevale, California, and one in Rocklin, California. As always, we always suggest go shop local. So if you're in the Northern California Sacramento area, stop by one of their shops again in Orangevale or Rocklin. The other sponsor, as always, if you're unable to find what you are looking for at your local pro shop, you can always go to Disc Golf Deals. And if you use the link discgolfdealsusa.com/disc golf show, you can get 10% off of your entire order. Baskets, bags, carts, discs, apparel, any of that stuff. There are a few little exclusions that do apply, but pretty much everything. Big shout out to both of our sponsors. First off, again, happy early Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful time, whether it's with friends or family. And to start off, so with some good news, congratulations go out to a couple couples. One being Andrew and Payton Presnell. They have recently been married, so congratulations. And in another way, congratulations to Niklas Anttila for his engagement. Recent announcement for his engagement. So him and his fiance, congratulations. Jumping right into it, really, the biggest news I think this week or this past week is that the DGPT has announced the doubles championship that will be held at the Preserve in 2026. So I've been wishing for this for a long time, because not only do the athletes get to have a little more fun, it's still competitive for them, of course, because it's going to be more of a legitimate doubles event throughout the year. But I'm looking forward to the combinations, whether it stays throughout the year or if it switches up from doubles event to doubles event. That will be interesting. How they manage the doubles, whether it's best shot, worst shot, alternating. All those different formats will come into play with doubles, I would think. But it will be interesting how they proceed with this process and how they decide to run it. But I am super excited about it actually happening, because I've been wanting something like this for a long time. It shows, I feel like it ends up showing a lot more of their personality than their just normal everyday tournaments that they play. So again, I don't know how excited you are. Let us know down below in the comments if you are as excited as me about the doubles championship for 2026. We did get a release also for the World's 2026 ticket pricing, and there are a variety of levels, but basically it'll run from $10 for a general, like a limited pass event, pass ticket, to upwards of $4,500 for the Platinum VIP ticket, though that is for a two-person access. So it's two tickets for that $4,500. I did notice there are a lot of things that are included in that level, one being like $2,000 worth of merchandise. I know they say it looks like they say free merchandise. Well, you're still paying for it. And you're paying ultimately the $4,500. But it is interesting to see those different tiers. I think there's like 7 or 8 different tiers on there. So I believe there's about 4 of them maybe, that are 55 and below. And then there's another 3 or 4 that are much higher. But let me know, what do you think? What do you think ticket prices should be? What do you think, what levels of ticket prices should be involved? Again, I've talked about this before. I'm not a big fan of the packages where you can follow the card on the playing area, course, walking behind the cards. But what do you think? Let me know what you think down below. We do have an option here for those of you that are Gannon Buhr fans. He recently announced that on December 6th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., he's going to be playing some Fortnite. So he's put a post out stating that, hey, come join him he's doing a live stream on YouTube. So whether you're able to play with him in the game or watch him play via live stream on his YouTube channel. So that's kind of interesting. I like to see these things that a lot of these pros are coming out with to involve their fans and more ways that they can, again, show their character and personality. So excited for that as well. I know I say this every time. Every time I think about doing these shows now that we're doing them weekly, I think that they're going to be really short. And then somehow, 15 to 20 minutes later, we're at the end of the show. All right, so moving on to Black Friday deals. There's going to be more coming out between now and the end of this week, but I do have some that I wanted to highlight here. Again, our sponsors. Check your local pro shop, because a lot of local pro shops end up doing some sort of Black Friday deals, which is always cool. Again, support local. But I know that Disc Golf Deals USA is going to be doing something. When we get more information, we will definitely share that as well. Outside of that, we do have a few things that I wanted to, of note to share with you guys. We have, if you're interested in getting lessons for your disc golf abilities and improving, you can go to the powerdga.com. Again, all these links will be down below for Power Disc Golf Academy, and you can actually get 60% off of your first year of subscription. So if you're looking at, or were previously looking at signing up for that, now's the time to do it, because that first week or that first year, you can get 60% off. And I think it comes down to like 30 bucks or something like that for the first year. But again, go check them out. There are some manufacturers currently that have already shared. There's Prodigy is one of them, prodigydisc.com. You can go there. They've shared some Black Friday deals that they're going to be announcing more of as the days pass. Latitude 64, they have a 20% off site-wide, as well as up to 60% off of products on their site. So if you're a fan of them, go check them out. Discraft Factory Store is also sharing posts for their Black Friday deals. So again, if you're a fan of those manufacturers, do it now while the deals are there. As for players, Kristin Latt had recently posted a Black Friday deal on her website. So clothing, discs, all the goodies on her site, socks. If you go to kristinlatt.com, then you can support her there and get some of her earlier products at a discounted rate. And then outside of that, I know we're going to have your different websites that, Infinite will have theirs, Discount DG. There's a lot of other sites that will have, and including, again, discgolfdealsusa.com/disc golf show for 10% off. What I thought about suggesting is for the clubs to start looking at products that you need for the club. Flanners, signs, tents, even maintenance equipment, stuff like that. Lowe's, Home Depot, or whatever shops are in your area. Clubs, go check out and see if there's any stuff that you might need for your club, and take advantage of the Black Friday deals that business has. So that way you can save money for your club. I think that's a big plus, being able to get that equipment to improve your course and have it for future use, of course, as well. Before we move on, again, hit that subscribe button. It does help. I've seen several people. We've had an increase here, which is awesome. So thank you. Hit that subscribe, like, share, notifications, all the things. Moving on to the question of the episode. Another simple one for you guys. Outside of disc golf, what other hobbies do you have? Personally, I used to play indoor soccer. I love vintage vehicles, classics. Hobby-wise, I watch, some YouTube stuff with my kids and kind of support their hobbies as they find them and pick them. But what is it that gets you going off the course? What kind of things do you like to do outside? Some friends of mine like painting the miniature characters. There are friends that that I know that used to do skydiving and stuff like that. But what do you like to do when you're not on the course? And What do you love about it? Let us know down below. Moving on, again, this segment is brought to you by, again, discgolfdealsusa.com, gear and equipment section. There are only a couple discs that were announced this last week, within this last week. And again, discgolfdealsusa.com/discgolfshow, 10% off of your entire order. A few exclusions do apply. The 2 discs that were approved by PDGA are from Graham Discs. Again, those links will be down below as always. And those 2 discs, simply enough, were the Milan and the Berlin. And obviously by that naming process, most of their discs are all, I think all their discs are cities, so worldwide cities. But yeah, so Graham discs, Milan and Berlin. One of those looked like a fairway driver and the other looked like a distance driver, if I am not mistaken. Outside of that, we had the release of the Luna Battle Packs, and they are still out there. And apparently the golden ticket is still out there. I have not heard anything about it being found. So, you know, if you're interested, go get one of those battle packs, because I'm doing my best to get one. And then, as always, we've got other products. One of the biggest items that you can invest in is your footwear. And we always like to promote those that do things for the disc golf community. And again, those 2 would be Vessi Shoes and Ideo Sports. Go check them out. They're 2 different styles. And so whichever one speaks to you, pick one of those up. I'm sure if you pay attention, they'll probably have some Black Friday deals as well. So hopefully you can save some money there. Moving on to our lovely mailbag. We don't really have a specific product. However, one thing I do like to suggest, well, I always like to suggest this, but I thought I'd highlight it on this episode, is snacks and water. Very important. Funny enough, he might not even remember this, but in one of Simon's videos, one of the things that I try to remember to do while I'm out on the course is be consistent in my in consuming water. And it's as simple as taking a sip before a throw, or at least taking a sip before you tee off. I don't know. It's just something that once I've put into my process, I seem to feel better throughout the day or throughout the round. And then as snacks too. You don't want to get low on energy. So bring some jerky, bring some trail mix, bring some candy, bring whatever it is that you like to snack on out on the course, and make sure that you are healthy and have enough energy to, especially during a tournament. You don't want to get down and tired in a tournament. But yeah, simple thing. Reason being why there's no specific thing, because everything varies for everybody when it comes to snacks. But always get that water in. And then as for the video, I went kind of generic with this one, kind of. If you go to Go Throw Disc Golf, their page, you can always watch the OTB Tour skins. And again, I think this is one of those things that's super awesome for learning people's personalities when it comes to the pros. They have a lot of fun with it, and there's money involved, so there's some stakes on the line for them, which always helps the entertainment value. And yeah, go check those out if you haven't heard of it or seen it. OTB Tour Skins, or if you go to the YouTube channel of Go Throw Disc Golf. So, I mean, that's pretty much it this episode, guys. Again, I might, if you want to know of any extra Black Friday deals or anything like that, I would suggest following us on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, any of those things. I tend to try to share more stuff on there that I might not put into the episodes. I am going to start trying to up the frequency as well on our TikTok. So if you can, go follow us on there. Start to post some short content videos on there and maybe get some more interactions from you guys. I always look forward to hearing from you guys. But yeah, we're at the outro, guys. And you know, on the outro, we like to save money. In addition to, obviously, Black Friday, we do have a couple other items that we can share with you. We have Upper Park Disc Golf. If you go there and use code DiscGolfShow. You can save some extra money there. And again, as always, big shout out to Disc Golf Deals. If you go to discgolfdealsusa.com/discgolfshow, you can save 10% on your entire order there. Baskets, bags, carts, discs, apparel, anything, accessories, all that stuff. Save some money while you're at it. A few exclusions do apply there. And as always, big shout out to our main supporter throughout the over dozen plus years that we've been doing this, Final Nine Sports. If you are in the Northern California, Sacramento area, they have 2 locations, one in Rocklin and one in Orangevale. So big shout outs to them. If you do have any questions or anything you want to send our way, you can send it to discgolfshow@gmail.com. Let me know if there's something you want me to talk about, if you happen to want to hear my opinion about it. And yeah, guys, appreciate the time. And hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you want. Share this. That's very much appreciated, and like it. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Later.